In Germany, you never sit on the floor. Like, especially not in a restaurant. But you don't like our history? No, it's not funny. They love it when I try to speak Korean.
Yes.
I only know 3 words, but thank you. And I really like this.
Do you know why this food's name is kalguksu? Do you know what kal means? It's knife.
Kal is knife?
Knife. Guksu is noodle. So it's knife noodle.
They were cut it with a knife?
Knife and chopping. And the noodles was used to be very privileged food, but it is not today.
I prefer this one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it still tastes good, but this one is better.
I think the reason why this tastes better now or for you is because our food is not that strong taste, but when we eat like very strong taste food in Korea,
then this one's better.
Yeah. Germans culture. Do they really drink a lot of beer or?
Most of them do. I do as well.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just like a common thing to drink a beer while doing anything. Yeah, it depends where you're working at, but at some places it's okay to drink a beer while working, or just casually with dinner, or in front of the TV. There's just so much beer.
Is there any culture shock you've experienced in Korea? Okay, this one is quite different.
Well, now we're sitting on the floor in a restaurant.
That is the biggest difference.
No, but that's the first thing I noticed right now. In Germany, you never sit on the floor.
Oh my god, okay.
Like especially not in a restaurant. That would never happen there, like always chairs and tables. You would never sit on the floor. Which I hate. I love sitting on the floor.
It comes from like what I told you, the ondo, like what makes the Hanok special compared to the Chinese structure, heating up the floor. Yeah.
That's maybe why, because we don't have floor heating. Well, of course we do, but most of the times we don't.
I cannot recognize any difference, and I haven't lived in Germany or other countries yet, so it's always interesting to hear their perspective or views.
You don't like our history? Because obviously it was not a good thing. A lot of people died, it was horrible, so we don't like to talk about it, except when we'll be in history class.
I think Germany is really good about like accepting their history and apologizing to other countries. I think that is the right thing.
We can't change it anymore, but we can like try to change the future. So like to prevent that it's gonna happen again.
2 years ago with my friends I went to one of the bars and there was a German guy in that bar. Some of the Koreans said very rude things to him, like, oh, I know, H. The German guys were really upset about it and stopped saying about that.
I've been traveling a lot. Not always, but some stupid people out in this world.
Yes.
So
stupid.
Yeah. So
rude and stupid.
They would make fun of it, of our history, and be like, oh, ha ha ha. And then I'm like, no, it's not funny. Like, if you would have been there when it happened, you wouldn't find it funny. So why are you making like jokes about it? We can't joke about it, even though it's been so many years. But no joke at all. I'm not making fun of your culture, man. Don't make fun of my history.
Disrespect.
No.
What was the best thing or worst thing you've experienced in Korea so far? This is your second time in Korea, right?
Yeah. I guess one was this weekend.
Okay.
When I wanted to go home, and the subway didn't go to my place, like to my station. It stopped one exit before. So I went out. It was late, I was tired, so I wanted to take a taxi. I told the taxi driver where I want to go, and he was like, no, that's just one station. You can walk there, that's only 5 minutes. And I'm like, are you serious? He's like, I will pay you. And he was like, no, get out. You can walk there. And I was like, seriously? So I went out and walked there. It was not 5 minutes, it was like 15.
Oh my god. What time was it?
It was after the last train. something shortly after midnight. Right, that's why I couldn't take the next train to the place.
Taxi driver did wrong thing. I have to tell you one thing that this is wrong, but it usually like on weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, after midnight, a lot of people try to go back to their house, which is very far.
So they didn't want to take me because it wasn't that far.
But it is illegal. So
really?
He or she shouldn't do that.
Because we don't know. Like I didn't know. Korean people, they love it when I try to speak Korean.
Yes.
Like they encourage me so much, and they're like, "Oh wow, you speak Korean!" I'm like, "Oh, I only know 3 words, but thank you." And I really like this because, like in other countries, sometimes it's like the opposite. They would be like, "Why are you not fluent in our language?" They don't understand it. And here you have like, you appreciate our effort to learn Korean.
Some people think that as a problem because some people encourage Korean people to ask foreigners to ask Korean, something like that. Why do you speak English first to them? So, and I partly agree with them, but but it's their choice. So, but this is kind of official question. But what made you travel? What's the motivation
To come here?
Come here or just traveling?
When I grew up, we had a caravan.
Caravan,
you know, like a living home, mobile home.
Yes.
Yes.
Which one I really want to have.
Yeah, and so like even like as soon as I was a baby, we were traveling with this caravan mobile home around Europe.
That's awesome.
So we've been traveling a lot since I grew up, and it's really nice. I really like this. And I also want to get a caravan when I'm older, because that's an awesome way to travel. And then I was like, oh, I wish I could see more of the world, to experience how people live somewhere else, like their cultural differences, how the country itself looks compared to what I'm used to in Germany and Europe. Like every country in Europe is kind of unique, but they're like all more or less the same style, I will say, compared to like different continents. So I wanted to see like the different continents.
I got your opinion.
So I did this, and it looks unique everywhere. And it's everywhere, it's beautiful. And I met so many local people from different places. You learn how other people live, and it opens up your mind. Yeah, traveling is good.
Almost my dream.
It was my dream as well.
Wow.
I did this.
Okay, we're gonna eat more, and this is the end of video. See you next video, and bye.
Bye.